I'm starting a Natasha Denona marathon. You guys know I am a huge Natasha Denona fan. I've done a lot of deep dives, analysis of Natasha Denona palettes, and I just can't get enough of her. But lately, I have not been wanting to purchase new Natasha Denona palettes. I don't know what has come over me. I'm just not excited by them anymore. I like to use my makeup, and I have so many Natasha Denona palettes already, and I want to use them, so I thought it would be a fun idea to do a marathon. I think I have about 10 Natasha Denona palettes, so for the next 10 days I'm going to pick each palette, do a look for you guys, and pick some topic. I'm not sure if I'll be able to pick a topic in every single video, but I'm going to try to pick a topic to talk about while I film a look. Oh, I already showed you guys which palette I'm going to be using today. Today I am going to be using my very first Natasha Denona palette. This is the Retro palette. When this palette came out, I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. It's such a great palette for fall. It's perfect. If you are a cool tone lover for fall, you can do cool tone looks. If you are a warm tone lover for fall, you can do the warm tones as well. It was just a perfect fall palette. The topic for today is the never-ending chores. And you know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Let me think about what kind of look I want to create, and we'll start talking about chores that never end, and how nice this palette is. I encourage you to also start to use your Natasha Denona palettes. Take this opportunity to do a marathon for yourself as well. Let's get started. I'm going to start off with a shade called Mod. This is the lightest shade in the palette, and then I'm going to move on to the shade called Vivian, which is the second lightest. So for the shade Mod, I'm just going to put it in like the inner part of the eye where the bone area is, not the lid, just to kind of brighten up this inner part. And I'm going to apply it on the brow bone as well. So I'm actually in between jobs right now, and I thought I was going to be able to relax for the 2 weeks that I have in between jobs, but it's so funny but not funny, because at the same time I was like, oh, let me take this opportunity to catch up on my chores, because when it comes to chores, and by chores I don't just mean like cleaning the house, taking out the trash, I also mean like doctor's appointments, basically life stuff. I'm always behind. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Or that's what I thought. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I make doctor's appointments, take my kids to the doctor on time? Why is this so stressful for me? Why do I not want to do paperwork? So in the last 2 weeks, I was like, oh, let me catch up on some of these life things. And basically almost 2 weeks later, I'm exhausted because there were so many things to do. And that kind of made me start thinking, I'm like, how is it even possible to have a full-time 40-hour job and also be able to do life stuff? So some of the things that I have been doing, one was cleaning the house because my house was a mess. There were some things happening with work. I was really busy and some other things, and so I was not able to focus on my house, and my house just turned into a disaster. So it took me a while to just get the house in order and make it look like a nice clean house, which is what I've always wanted, but I've always struggled with having a clean house. So I'm taking the shade Vivian right here on the brow bone, closer to the crease. So I cleaned the house. That was one thing, which took some time. I took stuff to dry cleaners. What else did I do? I went to the passport office to try to renew or create new passports for my kids. I'm in the process of doing something for my car. I dedicated one day for play dates for my kid, and that's also part of life stuff, just being able to manage play dates and helping your children have a social life, whether it's play dates or maybe your kids are into sports or your kids are musicians. So being able to take them to all these activities without burning out, like, that's a lot of work too. And how do you manage a full-time job and also take your kids to activities and manage play dates and have, enough time for them to socialize? And on top of that, I did something that I've always wanted to do, but life had been so overwhelming that I couldn't even think of doing, which is I hosted a party at my house. I have been able to make friends after my divorce. While I was married, I always felt like my ex was kind of like, would start to feel bad whenever I would do something social, so it naturally like prevented me from making friends. So I've just been really lucky that I happened to just suddenly be able to make friends, and I just feel really lucky. So a bunch of us friends, we made a book club, and I hosted our first book club meeting at my house, and it was great. It was so nice because my house was finally clean and everyone enjoyed being in my house, and I was able to take care of them, give them food, drinks, and just, it was good. It was nice to cater to people. And this shade is not really showing up on my lid. There's not much difference on my lid right now between Maud and Vivian, but at the same time, this palette is very, very old, probably like 4 years old. So maybe it's not functioning as well as it would have if it was a new palette. Because I do remember liking the shade Vivian when this palette came out. And I just hit pan on it. Oh my god! So far I've hit pan on 3 shades. So now I'm gonna go into another shade here. This one, and it's called Go-Go. Ooh, I remember that shade being really, really pretty. I'm gonna put Go-Go in my crease. And then I had my own doctor's appointment. I took one of my kids to the eye doctor. Just on and on and on. And it's the end of the week, and today finally I was like, you know what? I can't squeeze all these chores into 2 weeks because this is exhausting me. And so finally I took 2 of the chores and I moved them to like 2 weeks later on a weekend. One of them was filling out some paperwork for, to try to get some help with regards to programs for autistic kids, because one of my daughters is autistic. So I'm trying to see if I can get some help for the summer camp. So I have to fill that paperwork out. And then the other thing was I have to call ADT, set up an appointment to try to set up some more alarms on my doors. I had ordered the alarms, I have the alarms, but I've had it for like months now, and I just can't seem to set up an appointment. It's going to be a virtual appointment. It's not even going to be an in-person appointment. Set up an appointment and kind of work with them to put up the alarms. So I pushed that chore off too. The pigment of these shades is lacking compared to how it was 4 or 5 years ago. Or maybe I'm just imagining things. My memory is not the best. How is it even practical or possible for any human being to have a full-time job and do this stuff? Like, I need to figure out, how do I in the future reduce my hours? Do I need to save up a bunch of money the next few years and then reduce my hours? Do I need to find a certain kind of work or a business that would allow me to work like maybe 30 hours? Should I take a pay cut and work 30 hours and just cut my expenses? I'm thinking about all this stuff. And then I was like, what about people who don't have the luxury of doing that? What about people who don't have a skill set, who have jobs that are barely making it with regards to paying their bills? How they're never gonna think, oh, how do I go from a full-time job to a part-time 30-hour job? How are they able to find happiness? And what can I do? So then I started thinking, maybe I just need to find joy in everything I do. Instead of hating the chores, maybe I can find a way to enjoy the chores. Instead of making work feel like work, maybe I can enjoy every moment at work. So now I'm trying to see if I can shift my own internal being rather than trying to change external factors, and see if that can, allow me to have a happier life. And on top of that, I realized that something happened in the last few years where I have just turned into an anxious person who gets stressed easily, and where it's kind of like being stressed out is something like a default state for me. So instead of relaxing in the last 2 weeks, I've just been like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. And so that's something I learned about myself. And so I need to figure out how to change myself from that perspective to where I just don't get stressed about stuff. I need to take a chill pill. I would love to know how you guys are living your life. Do you feel like you struggle with anxiety? Are you stressed all the time? Or you always feel like you're running? Or you're just like living a zen life? All right, I'm finally starting to see pigment, so I'm gonna move on to the next shade here called Groove. Very dark shade. So I'm gonna go put it in the corner. Tap it in. Wow, that's a very nice dark berry shade. And I'm gonna bring it a little bit into the crease as well, but I need to change my brush. I'm stressed about them because it seems like I don't like doing it. I don't like going to doctor's appointments. I don't like filling out paperwork. I don't want to go to the passport office. I don't want to do any of it. But then how can I make myself actually enjoy that stuff? Just kind of thinking about it makes me go, ugh. Like, that's how much I hate it. And I do understand that I am talking from a very privileged place where I can complain about this dumb stuff, where a lot worse, astronomically worse things are happening in the world that people are dealing with, and I'm here complaining about chores. I also think I have become more self-aware, so that before I used to be bothered by stuff and it would impact my mental health, but I wouldn't even realize it. Now I can tell that it's affecting me. All right, so now I'm gonna take this shimmer shade here called Glitz. It's all the way in the corner. I'm just gonna apply it all over the lid. I remember when this was like a new formula, I think, when it came out, and people were like, oh, very interesting formula. It's very like crumply, but it's also very reflective. Very pretty. Super duper pretty. All right, I honestly think I'm done complaining about chores. And I feel like I said a lot, and I just don't want to talk about chores for the rest of the video. Like, it's not a huge complicated topic, but it is relevant. It is something we all have to do. Now in my lower lash line, I'm gonna use a warmer color, which is this color right here called Amara. It's not looking as red on the eye. All right, I'm gonna apply this in the other lower lash line and put glitz on the lid, put some liner and mascara, and I will be right back with the finished look. Right, here's the finished look. I think it looks really nice. I love that the outer corner of the eyes are dark, but then most of the lid is that beautiful shimmery shade. To finish up my whole face, I'm gonna put some blush, some lipstick, and let's put on this blush from Giorgio Armani. This is the shade 61, 78 Walk. New Nude Melting Color Balm Cheeks and Eyes blush. I love this formula. This is one of their older blushes, but I think they're so nice. I only have 2 shades. I have a purple one and a peach one. Let's see how this purple one looks. I've never tried it on before. The good thing about these blushes is they go on very light in the beginning, so you can't overdo them. They have a really nice soft matte finish, and they do really well blend into your skin. Like, this looks very natural, even though it's a purple shade. It looks natural, it looks nicely blended, it looks soft. I really like it. Really nice. You know, sometimes we don't have, or, we don't always have to chase new products. Some of these companies, brands already have some really good products, and they're super old and they're really good. That looks nice. And for my lipstick, it's a Lancome lipstick. This is a Drama Matte 508 Mademoiselle Isabella. It's a very dark lipstick. Here is the finished look, and oh my god, the weirdest thing happened to me, which has never ever happened to me in my entire YouTube life. My camera battery died, but I always have a backup battery in the battery charger. And today I went to get the backup battery and it's not there. So much for having a clean, organized home. I lost my battery. Strange, like this has never happened to me. Like, where did I put it? Why did I not put it in the charger? Anyways, I'm loving this look. This lipstick is the most beautiful dark plum lipstick color ever. I love dark makeup looks, dark grungy makeup looks, and I'm really loving it. What do you guys think? Do you like this look? What do you guys think about your chores? Give me some tips that you have on how to manage chores. Let me know what your thoughts are. I had a great time creating this look. I'm loving it. I did finish it with this, where's this thing that, it's the Hourglass palette right here, the Amiant palette. And I put some highlighter on, bronzer, and the finishing powder. And I really like it. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. And I encourage you to use your Natasha Denona palettes. This is a marathon, so there's plenty more Natasha Denona palette videos coming up with plenty more looks. Thank you. Bye.